This is Sean Porter. At 40, his family surprised him with a BMX bike, and it reignited a passion from his youth. A few years later, he started Flat Society, an online shop dedicated to supporting flatland riders around the world. Back at Dirtyfest, I had the chance to do a bike check with him, but this one's a little different. When you run a shop and literally have an entire inventory at your fingertips, what do you build for yourself? Let's find out.
Yeah, my name's Sean Porter, and I've been riding since about 1985, 86, and grew up in Arizona, and we had a good scene out there, and I took some years off from riding, and I got back into it at age 40. And actually, I was surprised for my birthday. My family bought me a bike, a complete bike, and I got right back into riding and just started progressing. And as the months went by, my wife would look into the garage and notice the bike has been changed, and that parts have been updated. And I just kept working on my bike and then working on my tricks. And as the years went by, I thought, you know, I want to give back. So I decided to start Flat Society as a way to grow the sport and to not only expand it here in the United States, but all over the world. And so what we're really about is, connection, community, and culture. And we start off just an idea, and it slowly grew into a shop. And now we have a brick and mortar shop here in California called 805 Bicycles. And then we have 2 websites. But today we'll talk about Flat Society, which is my passion, which is Flatland. Our other site is Level 7 BMX. So this is my bike here, my pride and joy. This is my main bike. This is the bike that I ride if I want to use 2 brakes. We've got a front brake and a back brake. And what we have is a We The People Utopia hybrid frame with a 20-inch top tube. I'm 6'1", kind of tall.
Yeah, so 20-inch makes more sense for a taller guy.
20 inch is perfect. And then I've got our handlebars, a signature. One of our riders is Jean-Francois Bouillon, or JF. These are his signature handlebars made by Reclamation. 9-inch rise on these, and they're perfect. I've got a 33 stem, I got a 3 stem.
All right, I've seen those online.
Made
the guy
in the UK,
out of UK, yeah.
by Jason Ford. Perfect stem to complement that. And then I've also got autumn bent forks. So you old school guys out there might remember the dyno forks.
Right.
This is kind of a little bit like the dyno fork. It's a 15
very subtle,
millimeter.
but yeah.
15 millimeter offset.
15 millimeter offset, yeah.
I've got titanium spokes on here, Alienation Malice rims, Deco Woo pegs. These are RNC version 1 Legend cranks. They're made out of the Miraging 300 steel, which is just as strong as titanium, but even the same weight as titanium, but far stronger.
Okay. What? So for you as a taller guy, what length are those?
These are 145.
145.
Really short, out of the way.
Yeah.
So a lot of the riders out there, like usually on Flatland, we like between 145 to 160 millimeter length. Then in the back, I've got a Salt Plus free coaster. It's still going strong. And flip the bike over, I'll show you. RNC titanium sprocket. Nice. A lightweight KMC chain with hollow pins. So this whole bike weighs 20 pounds with front and back brake and a gyro.
Wow, and very minimal titanium.
And very minimal titanium. The main parts are all our 4130 chromoly, but I've got the titanium just in the bolts, the spindle and the cranks and stuff like that.
It's amazing. Awesome. Thank you so much. So if people want to learn about Flat Society more, like obviously would go to your website,
just
or how
hit
do
us
they
up
find
on
you?
Instagram or Facebook. It's going to be at FLTSCTY, short for Flat Society.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put that on the screen, yeah.
And then you find us online at flatsocietybmx.com.
Very
Thanks
cool.
for checking us out.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, reflecting back on this a little later, what makes Dirtyfest special is that while it's a BMX racing event at its core, it's really a celebration of all things BMX. You've got the racing going on, but then over here, there's a Flatland jam happening. Such a great time, and I met so many rad people like Sean and his business partner Nick Mancuri from 805 Bicycles. They really are some of the coolest guys that you'll meet, and I had a blast hanging out with them. I also got to meet Dave Norrie and check out his setup too, another rider keeping Flatland alive. And then throughout the weekend, beyond the famous racers, you've got freestyle legends just hanging out, guys like Eddie Fiola and Martin Aparijo, and I even got to meet Gary Turner. But one of the coolest things was that Bob Haro, the godfather of freestyle himself, unveiled his new Iconics bike at the event. I mean, when Bob Haro shows up to your event, you know it's something special. That's the magic of Dirtyfest: racing, freestyle, legends, and then riders like Sean who are growing the sport all coming together in one place. Sean's bike really represents that spirit too, built with intention by someone who's part of the bigger BMX family. So there you have it, a 20-pound Flatland machine, even with 2 brakes and a gyro. You can tell every part on this bike was chosen with intention. If you want to learn more about Flat Society, head over to flatsocietybmx.com and follow them on Instagram. I'll leave links down below. And if you're ever out in Simi Valley, definitely hit up 805 Bicycles. It's in the same shopping center as the Skateboarding Hall of Fame, so you can knock out an awesome doubleheader in one trip. Big thanks to Sean for taking the time, and huge shout out to Dirtyfest. What an incredible weekend. I'm really hoping to make it out for Dirtyfest 4. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.